Here I am, here I is. 5 o'clock on the dot here in the spot. We are live and it's no jive. You're here. You know what to do. It's time to break on through. It's Tuesday. And you know old JC's always here on Tuesday. Telling you what is, what ain't, what he can and what he can't. I appreciate you all being here today. It's really nice to have these phone side chats with a bunch of you out there listening and contributing. The best that I can catch it with my eye, man. Everything looks blurry to me today, so all right, let's go ahead and get the sad news out of the way. Get your break on through brew. Get it in hand. We're going to drink a toast to the man. Mr. Scott Hall passed away yesterday. Otherwise known as Razor Ramon. Guy lived a hard life. He lived hard. I think it's not supposed to toast with water, but water's what I had today. But, no, man, y'all are here from everywhere. I see Louisiana. I see Italy. I see Cliffside. I see Spartanburg. Man, it's worldwide. It's not just a USA thing anymore. This thing is worldwide. Can you dig it? Well, those of you that said, oh, well, you know, we think the shows are better when you're not prepared. Well, you're in luck. Because I'm not very prepared. I guess that's not true. I got a lot written down here I want to talk about. Stuff I want to show you. This is episode number 99. Next week is episode number 100. Damn, Jeff Clayton, you got something planned for you? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not just going to be me showing up, not knowing what the hell to talk about for 45 minutes next week on the 100th episode. I'm going to have something big, you dig? Yeah. Next week. Break on through number 100. You know, I don't keep up with this. I gotta have Malcolm Tent hit me to all this stuff because I don't I'm just like I just go, man. Hey, are you aware that this was episode 96? Oh yeah. So, well, let me see what's going on up in here. All right, first of all, my main David Moshing. Oh, wait, speaking of my mains, there's my main Ryan Almighty right there. How's it going there, brother? My main David Moshing. Now, I've got his name written on here backwards in real life. On the camera, you see it the way it's supposed to be. David Moshing. This is the man you got to talk to right here for what I'm about to show you next. You see, I always try to help out my good friends when they got something happening because this has turned into a really good platform to make stuff happen. But David is a close friend of one of my buddies, Shelton Hank 3 Williams. And he come across some things that he had. He got these back in 2010. Now these things are big, man. Here we go, right here. Look at this. Show you how big this is. Look, it takes up the entire Break On Through screen. Look at there. There's Shelton right there. Each one of these are autographed. Now David has 10 of these available. If you're a Hank 3 fan and you want you a rare Hank 3 collectible, David Marshing here on Facebook is your man. Contact him. Do what you can. Put your hand in the hand of the man that has these Hank 3 posters. Very rare collectible. You can own one. You just contact David. Don't watch now. If you're watching this on replay, don't come up to me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey Jeff, Clayton, I need me one of them Hank 3 posters there, son. Nah. David Marshall's who you contact. These were not widely available either. They were only available to Kawasaki dealers. So this ain't some, poster that there was, 20,000 of and you can find one anywhere. Any of y'all ever heard of Madman Pondo? He's got a pre-sale going on right now of one of his brand new t-shirt designs. I got one yesterday. You know what a pre-sale is? Because I have one occasionally and people act like they don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You do a pre-sale. You let people buy it. Hey man, I need me a 2X there, cowboy. We'll buy you a 2X then. Then I know I got to order at least one 2X for this guy. Everybody orders. And when you say the date comes to an end, bam. You add up what you need, you buy that. Instead of buying a whole bunch of stock. I am going to be buying a bunch of stuff. Madman Pondo. Find him here on Facebook. Now, I am going to do like a couple of my designs that I've had for a few years now and t-shirts for ANTiSEEN. I'm going to let sell down. The Japanese Space Ape and the Ruby Get Back to the Hills shirt. We've had those for a few years, maybe 3 years now. And I'm gonna keep the Possum of Judah in stock for a while, but I got a brand new design that I will debut at the Wednesday 13 show. Damn, Jeff Clayton, what are you talking about the Wednesday 13 show? Well, I'll tell you what. March 31st at Ground Zero in Spartanburg. We are practically the house band there. We'll be opening for our buddy Wednesday 13. And I'll have these new shirts. Well, what's the design, Jeff Clayton? You got to tell me something. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you. You go to Instagram right now, and I don't know if it's my page or the ANTiSEEN page. One of them two. I posted on there with no explanation whatsoever. Well, these old eyes can see that the First Lady has popped in. Hello, Mrs. Clayton. Malcolm Tent is with us of Tent Talks. Tunes. Vic saying, bring back Victor 44 Sculpture. Victor 44, let me tell you something. You know, the next reissue of old ANTiSEEN titles is going to be Here to Ruin Your Groove, which your artwork is all over front to back, up and down. You think that's not going to happen? Old JC takes every opportunity and squeezes it till there's nothing left to have. Oh, yeah. So don't you worry about that, Ryan Almighty. Oh, yeah. You're going to be well represented. Talking about even maybe doing a poster of that artwork. They're here to ruin your groove skulls of me, Joe Young, Barry Hannibal, and Trip McNeil. A classic design. A t-shirt that we sold the hell out of back then. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm moving pretty quick, and that's good because my main focus today, and I'm not going to get on that because that'll throw me off. I'm going to keep on keeping on doing what I do. I was talking about a show. I was talking about March 31st, Ground Zero in Spartanburg. Well, the next night, April 1st. This ain't no April Fool joke. You might choke. But do yourself a favor and don't try to be woke. You just know that ANTiSEEN will be at Reggie's in Wilmington, North Carolina on April 1st. And that is no lie. That is pie in the sky. And we'll be playing with our buddies from Raleigh, North Carolina. KIF, Knowledge is for Fools. And the top secret weapon of Wilmington, North Carolina, Street Clones. One of the greatest bands down there in the state, in the South, and the East Coast. They're not your typical band, man. You come out and say, man, that's a 1, 2, 3 punch right there. That's a damn good show. Now, usually I don't like a bunch of bands on the band. I wish we didn't have opening bands sometimes. But when you got Street Clones and KIF with ANTiSEEN, well, then you're just like, no brainer. Where's the place to be on April 1st, Friday, April 1st, in Wilmington, North Carolina? We're going to go to USS North Carolina and look at it? No. You're going to go to Reggie's and experience what real rock and roll is all about. And I'm going to tell you something else I don't do. Oh, you're in a band? Hey, I'll go see your band. You come see my band. We're all in this together. Support the scene. Support the scene. Support ANTiSEEN. That's what I say. Do it. Do you hear me? Will Tanner saying, what's a big giveaway? Son, there ain't no giveaways. What are you talking about? Giveaway? Man, I got to tell y'all something. I am so pleased and happy about. Thursday of this week, I will be receiving 2 pieces that I think are going to be on the website tomorrow. So you can start pre-ordering. One of them, I will have, and I wondered if I was going to have, I didn't know. These guys are so generous. Savage Beat has donated copies to me and Jerry A. of Poison Idea because we guest spotted on their double 7-inch record. I will have copies for sale. The black vinyl version and the colored vinyl version of the double 7-inch from Amsterdam's Savage Beat. Can you dig that? Now, since we're on the subject of Savage, you know what I did this weekend? I hand-numbered every single one of these covers of Scott Savage's Memento Mori, the debut release on my very own long-haired weirdo records. Now, you've heard me talk about Scott before. He was a major influence. He was a mentor and a close friend. This is the first. This record will. This is the first thing he ever released back in 1978. It's seeing the light of day for the first time again since then. Now I numbered. Let's see what we got. We got 360 on red vinyl. 190 on blue vinyl. Now, the website is going to have where you can buy the red vinyl or the blue vinyl or a special price. If you're one of those collectors, you got to have both. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm chomping at the bit to get those records in here. I had such a, he was like, hey, you had such a good time numbering records. Well, I did. I really enjoyed it. Man, I have not self-released anything in almost 40 years. Maybe 35 years, like our first 5 years of existence. Well, we put out a couple of our own records, but after that, it was labels. And you're like, well, what about Malcolm 10? Well, Malcolm 10, yeah, he's a member of the band now. Back then, he was one of our label guys. Now he's a label guy that's in the band. You tell me that ain't convenient. But I cannot wait to stuff every one of these records with these wonderful stickers. Now you might say, oh, that big square sticker. No, this is a round sticker. You peel it right off of there. I'm really looking forward to this. All right, I already talked about the shows. I talked about the records. My main, the great George South stopped by the house today while I was at work, working class right here. Oh, yeah, working class. He left something in my door. Oh, yeah. This is a genuine poster from good old Mexico of a film starring Mil Mascarenhas. Can you dig it? Well, I'll tell you what, I can. That is some good stuff right there, boy. Thank you, Mr. George South. All right. Now listen. I know I'm telling you about all these records coming out. I'm telling you about all these stuff, you can buy and stuff. But I'm going to tell you, I understand about how things are now with the gas prices. Now, I'm not going to get into who's to blame, and all this stuff. Well, I mean, what difference does it make at this point, right? I liked the prices during the other administration better, but I won't get into that. I'm tired of looking on Facebook and seeing motherfuckers tell me that I should be grateful for high gas prices. You should be grateful for this. Oh, yeah. But, we go ahead, we give our plugs to the people that we get behind, that we support. You can find the link to the Janice Blythe store, Ruby from The Hills Have Eyes, On the Mark shirts, wrestling patches, wrestling hats. Not just wrestling now. I don't know. Tin Lizzy. And of course, everything to offer to you from Mr. Malcolm Tent on Tent Talks Tunes every week. All right. Well, I think I'm about ready to wind it down and get to the meat of the matter up in here. You guys have been really, really good about contacting me in direct message, giving me ideas for top 10s. And it's not just been groups and performers. Been a lot of that, a lot of good ones. But some of you have gone off the beaten path a little bit, and I really, really like that. This one here particularly grabbed my interest when my main Derek Giles wrote to me and said, unimpeachable president for life. I got an idea for a top 10 that is going to blow your mind. Can you dig it? And I said, man, you've got to tell me something. He says, top 10 TV themes. And I was like, Derek Giles, that's perfect. But upon compiling my top 10, I realized I couldn't do it. So what you're going to get today is 2 top 10s of TV themes equaling a top 20, each numbered from 10 to 1. First, I will start with my secondary top 10, which I guess if we were compiling on a list of TV themes, this would be number 11 through 20. But I will start with number 20, sung by the great, one of the greatest vocalists and entertainers of all time, the late great Sammy Davis Jr. The theme from Beretta. Oh, yeah. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Oh, yeah. That's a damn song right there, son. Number 9. The theme from Rod Serling's Night Gallery. That is a bizarre, weird, spooky piece of music, and I dig it. Can you dig it? I got to use a marker to mark these out because I can't see that pen line. Speaking of another scary piece of music, you got to remember, guys, I'm a child of the 60s. So when I came home from school, Mom was watching something, Another World. It would be followed by Dark Shadows. That theme still gives me the creeps to this day. It is a great piece of music. Number 7. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati. WKRP, yeah. That was a damn good song. I seen someone mention this one here in that number 6. The theme from Fat Albert. I'm going to sing a song for you. Ah! Bill's going to tell you a thing or two. That was a damn good, funky song. I dig it. Number 5. Now, this is going to have some of y'all scratching your head. Damn, Jeff Clayton, that ain't like funky or rock and roll or... I mean, what would Gigi think? What would Gigi think of when I said my number 5 on this list is Taxi by Bob James? I like those smooth jazz themes. Now, here's one probably a bunch of you don't know. Because this one comes from the great country of Japan. It is the theme song from Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider Kick. Oh, yeah. Now, if I get flagged for hate speech for pronouncing Rider as Lighter, well, listen to the damn theme song. You know, I'm just telling it like it is. Number 3 on my part 2 of the list. Probably one of the most famous bass lines in American pop culture. Boom, 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 boom. Barney Miller. One of that was a damn TV theme song right there. Oh, yes. Now, I really could have done a top 30 because I've seen you guys mention some in here that I have to give honorable mentions that did not make my top 20 list, but I think they could have been switched out for some of these. But I'll do those at the end. How about that? But number 2 on this second part of my list, the theme from SWAT, which also enjoyed a spot on the American radio. I don't know if it made the top 40, but I would be pretty damn sure it made top 100. So, and number 1 on this second part of my TV themes list, also from the great, wonderful country of Japan, Ultraman. I like the English version and the Japanese version. Japanese version is sang by a bunch of kids. I don't know exactly what words they're saying, but it's voices are real high. And then all of a sudden some guy goes, it's awesome. I love it. All right, that's part 2 of my top 20. My honorable mentions that could probably make it in this list. You know how I tell you about top 10? This isn't concrete. This is the way I felt when I made the damn list. Honorable mentions, though. Rockford Files. Oh, yeah. I saw another one someone mentioned. I was like, yeah, man, that should have been in here, but it's not. But anyway. Episodes or theme songs 10 through number 1. First part of the list. Number 10, and I'm surprised none of you have mentioned this. Man, when I was in school, everybody loved this theme song. I think the theme song might have been better than the show in some cases. Hawaii 5-0. Ba 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 ba. Oh yes, that's a damn theme song if there ever was a theme song. Number 9 for me. Mary Tyler Moore. I thought it was great when Joan Jett covered it. I'm sure other people covered it too, but I don't know about it. But I love that song. Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement, you show it. Love is all around. Number 8. Remember I told you about them jazz themes I like? Well, this one starts out full tilt boogie. And then it drops down into some nice boom, boom, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Boom, 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 boom. The Bob Newhart Show. Not Newhart. The Bob Newhart Show. Where he was actually known as Robert Hartley. Now, I'm going to tell you, I see a lot of people bringing up All in the Family now. I'm going to level with you. All in the Family is one of my all-time favorites. It is probably my favorite TV show. And right behind that would be Sopranos. There it is, right there. But we're talking about the themes here. Now, I will give you a little peek inside the drawing board at ANTiSEEN and its things that branch out. But Malcolm Tent and I have discussed the First Lady and I recording a version of Those Were the Days, the All in the Family theme. What do y'all think about that good stuff? Number 7, Lady Godiva was a freedom rider. She didn't care if the whole world looked. Joan of Arc with the Lord to guide her. She was a sister that really cooked. Maud! Not only was that a great theme sung by, I think Donny Hathaway did that. Am I right? Also introduced us all to Adrienne Barbeau. Number 6. This is what the First Lady has in her phone as my ringtone. Because so many people, and she's one of the main ones, but other people have said this over the last 10 or 15 years, that the main character of this TV show, like when they watch it, reminds them of me, or me of him. Sanford and Son. That was a Quincy Jones, I do believe. Right? Number 5, being a kid of the 60s and in the 70s when it went into syndication, playing somewhere probably every day. A rock and roll hoochie coo number, if there ever was one, the theme from the Munsters. Oh, yes. Both versions, the mainly piano and organ dominant version and the rockin' guitar. Number 4, another one of those jazzy kind of theme songs I really like. The Odd Couple. Da, 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 da. Now, these next 3, I have not seen one person name either of these. Number 3, Good Times. Now, the First Lady just chimed in with Banana Splits. I've seen a few of y'all say Banana Splits. That's a damn good theme song. That is for sure. Once it gets in your head, it don't go nowhere. But it wasn't in my top 20. But I do love it. And Lost in Space. I see someone doing Lost in Space there. Josie and the Pussycats cartoon was a damn good theme song too. Number 2. My main Will Tanner's the first one I think just mentioned this. I don't know. I can't see that phone very good. The Jeffersons. Man, why was that not on the radio? That would have been in the top 40 for sure. Maybe even top 10. That damn song was so good. Sung by Willona from the cast of Good Times. Now you're all sitting there waiting with bated breath. Man, what could number 1 be? You've got to tell me something. I love them damn theme songs from those, from the creepy shows. This one, the theme from X-Files. Oh, yeah. That's it. That's old JC's top 20 TV theme songs, and I will be putting them on my Facebook page shortly after we get off the air here. Man, you know, lately I've told you guys about me clearing out the vault and having it in here. I've made some headway and really going through it. But you just don't understand what we're looking at right here, man. I got stuff on either side of me. Like, I can reach and touch them. I'm touching them right now. Stuff that's stacked up and just teetering. Trying to create my mood lighting today, I had to lean one of my lights over a chunk of stuff. Man, I'll be so glad when I get this cleaned up. I'm going to try my damnedest to get it cleaned up for the 100th episode next Tuesday right here at 5 p.m. I hope you'll all join me. I hope you'll share. I'm going to put up, I'll start advertising. Matter of fact, I might start advertising for it Thursday or Friday. Let it go over the weekend. I hope you will take my graphic and share it. Post it on your pages. Get people all tuned in. See if we can get a way bigger crowd here on the live broadcast than we normally have. I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong, man. Because we have really good viewership toward the end of toward the middle of the week. Our viewership's getting upwards of 1,000 per week, and I guess some of the episodes moved. Well, all of them moved to YouTube via Malcolm Tent, and maybe the traffic's getting even higher there. I don't check the YouTube, but if you people are on YouTube a lot, go to the ANTiSEEN official page and hit you a subscribe. I went to the page recently and looked at the numbers of subscriptions. Man, I was embarrassed. We had as many subscribers as one of them bands that go around going, support the scene. It's like, yeah, I support the scene. ANTiSEEN. You make your kids go and like the page and subscribe to it. You make your aunt and uncle go and subscribe to it. You get your grandparents, make them subscribe to it. Tell your neighbors you'll turn the music down a little bit if they go and subscribe to it. Tell everybody. There's all kinds of good stuff on there, man. John Gray says for the 100th episode, I should wear a GoPro. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. And if you've been around, John, for any episode, I've been promising for the longest time to do an episode and show you guys the whole thing. There's still some lighting I want to do. There's a ton of cleaning up I got to do. If I showed it to you now, you can go, that's a museum? That's a damn junk pile. I don't want y'all thinking that. When I show you guys around, I want it to look nice. I want it to be right. Can you dig it? Well, guys, gals, Jeff said he's going to make his wife our leastest fan go and subscribe. Do that, Jeff, because if your wife watches enough good old videos on there, she's all of a sudden going to become one of the biggest fans ever. We're very likable people. So, that being said, I'll see you all here next week. Same place, same time for episode number 100. I got something for you. you're going to say, wow, I'm glad I was here to break on through.